When you think of natural supports, what they mean by that isn't that people naturally work networks, but networks are natural to people. And support is natural and is there to be mobilized, but only if it is sought and kind of pursued. For instance, there are all kinds of people quite willing to help total strangers if there's a good reason. Why? Well, because it makes sense to them. So if you said, oh, my nephew, he needs a job, he has a disability, but he'd like to work in something to do with, cars or something, a person that's in that industry would say, well, I can understand that. I like cars too, and there are jobs in the auto industry or whatever it is. So it's important to give people a reason why their help may be useful. And total strangers will help out total strangers if there's a reason for doing it. For instance, even in natural disasters, the vast majority of help comes from total strangers or neighbors, people, because by the time the official relief comes, all the big work's been done in terms of, what you can do in the, to save people in the immediate aftermath. So you can plan on the basis of that by just presuming the networks are out there or could be augmented or expanded, and that people would get better with it. So it applies more than just to employment, but employment's a kind of good example of it. You just got to ask all your friends, like, how did you get a job? And how many of you got a job because somebody knew somebody who knew somebody and whatever, And as they used to say, the millennials wouldn't say it this way, but there was a generation back that would have said it's all in the Rolodex. In other words, it's whatever business you're in, it's who you know is such an asset in getting things done, whether it's politics, business, employment, you name it. It's a well-traveled kind of resource for people.